हरे कृष्णा। चैतन्य चरितामृत मध्य लीला चैप्टर 20 टेक्स्ट 101 101। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमती जय पताका स्वामिन् इति नामिनि। नमः आचार्य पादाय नित्याय कृपा प्रदायिने गौरकथा दामदाय नगरग्राम तारिणे। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमती भक्तिवेदान्ता स्वामिन् इति नामिनि। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर शिवसदि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। वाञ्छा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौरा भक्तवृंदा। जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौरा भक्तवृंदा। जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौरा भक्तवृंदा। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे। वृंदावन में श्री कृष्ण पूरी जगन्नाथ, मायापुर में गौरा निताई बोलो रे सवार। वृंदावन में श्री कृष्ण पूरी जगन्नाथ, मायापुर में गौरा निताई बोलो रे सवार। वृंदावन में श्री कृष्ण पूरी जगन्नाथ, मायापुर में गौरा निताई बोलो रे सवार। जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी, नयन पथगामी भव तुम्हें। जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी, नयन पथगामी भव तुम्हें। जय जगन्नाथ जय बलदेव जय सुभद्रा। जय जगन्नाथ जय बलदेव जय सुभद्रा। कृष्ण बलराम कृष्ण बलराम कृष्ण बलराम भजो गौरनिताय कृष्ण बलराम कृष्ण बलराम कृष्ण बलराम भजो गौरनिताय जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी नयन पथगामी भवतु मे जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी नयन पथगामी भवतु मे जय जगन्नाथ जय जगन्नाथ जय बलदेव जय सुभद्रा जय जगन्नाथ जय जगन्नाथ जय बलदेव जय सुभद्रा कृष्ण बलराम कृष्ण बलराम कृष्ण बलराम भज गौरनिताय कृष्ण बलराम कृष्ण बलराम कृष्ण बलराम भज गौरनिताय वृंदावन में श्री कृष्ण पुरी जगन्नाथ मायापुर में वृंदावन में श्री कृष्ण पुरी जगन्नाथ मायापुर में गौरा निताय बोलो रे सवार वृंदावन में श्री कृष्ण पुरी जगन्नाथ मायापुर में गौरा निताय बोलो रे सवार वृंदावन में श्री कृष्ण पुरी जगन्नाथ मायापुर में गौरा निताय बोलो रे सवार हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण text 101 out of your causeless mercy you have delivered me from the materialistic path. Now, by the same causeless mercy, please tell me what my duty is. Who am I? What do the threefold miseries always give me trouble? If I do not know this, how can I be benefited? Actually, I do not know how to inquire about the goal of life and the process for obtaining it. Being merciful upon me, please explain all these truths. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Lord Krishna has bestowed His full mercy upon you, so that all these things are known to you. For you, the threefold miseries certainly do not exist. Since you possess Lord Krishna potency, you certainly know these things. However, it is the nature of a sadhu to inquire. Although he knows these things, the sadhu inquire for the sake of strictness. Those who are eager to awaken their spiritual consciousness and who thus have unflinching, undivided intelligence certainly attain the desired goal of life very soon. You are fit to propagate the cult of devotional service. Therefore, gradually hear all the truths about it from me. I shall tell you about them. It is the living entity, constitutional position to be an eternal servant of Krishna because he is the marginal energies of Krishna and manifestation simultaneously one with and different from the Lord like a molecular particle of sunshine or fire. Krishna has three varieties of energy, just as the illumination of a fire, which is situated in one place, in spread all over the energies of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Para Brahman are spread all over this universe. Lord Krishna naturally has three energetic transformation, and these are known as the spiritual potency, the living entity potency, and the illusory potency. Originally, Krishna's energy is spiritual and the energy known as the living entity is also spiritual. However, there is another energy called illusion, which consists of fruitive activity that is the Lord's third potency. All the creative energies which are inconceivable to a common man exist in the supreme absolute truth. These inconceivable energies act in the process of creation, maintenance and annihilation of chief of the ascetics, just as there are two energies possessed by fire, namely heat and light. These inconceivable creative energies are the natural characteristic of the absolute truth. O King, the Kshetrajna Shakti is the living entity, although he has the facility to live in either the material or the spiritual world. he suffers the threefold miseries of material existence because he is influenced by the avidya, nescience, potency, which covered his constitutional position. This living entity is covered by the influence of nescience, exists in different form in the material condition. O king, he is thus proportionately freed from the influence of the material energy to greater or lesser degrees. Beside these inferior energies, O mighty armed Arjuna, there is another superior energy of mind which compares the living entities who are exploiting the resources of this material inferior nature. Forgetting Krishna, the living entity has been attracted by the external feature from time immemorial. Therefore, the illusory energies, Maya, gives him all kinds of misery in his material existence. In the material condition, the living entity is sometimes raised to higher planetary systems and material prosperity and sometimes drowned in a hellish situation. His state is exactly like that of a criminal whom a king punished by submerging him in water and then raising him again from the water. When the living entity is attracted by the material energy which is separate from Krishna, he is overpowered by fear because he is separated from the Supreme Personality of Godhead by the material energies. His conception of life is reversed. In other words, instead of being the eternal servant of Krishna, he becomes Krishna's competitor. This is called viprayo smriti. To nullify this mistake, one who is actually learned and advanced to worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead as his spiritual master, worshipful deity and source of life. He thus worships the Lord by the process of unallied devotional service. In the conditioned soul become Krishna conscious by the mercy of saintly person who voluntarily preach scripture, injunction and help him to become Krishna consciousness, the conditioned soul is liberated from the clutches of Maya who give him up. This divine energy of mind, consisting of the three moods of material nature, is difficult to overcome. But those who have surrendered unto me can easily cross beyond it. The conditioned soul cannot revive his Krishna consciousness by his own effort, but out of causeless mercy, Lord Krishna compiled the Vedic literature and its supplements, the Puranas. The forgetful conditioned soul is educated by Krishna through the Vedic literatures, the realized spiritual master, and the super soul. Through these, he can understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead as he is, and he can understand that Lord Krishna is his eternal master and delivered from the clutches of Maya. In this way, one can acquire real knowledge of his conditioned life and can come to understand how to attain liberation. The Vedic literature give information about the living entity's eternal relationship with Krishna, which is called Sambandha. The living entity understanding of the relationship and his action accordingly is called Avidaya. Returning home back to Godhead is the ultimate goal of life and is called Prayojana. Devotional service or sense activity for the satisfaction of the Lord is called Avidaya because it can develop one's original love of Godhead, which is the goal of life. This goal is the living entity topmost interested interest inter interests and greatest wealth, thus and attain the platform of transcendental loving service unto the Lord. When one attains the transcendental bliss of in intimate relationship with Krishna, he renders service of him and tastes the mallow of Krishna consciousness. The following parable may be given. Once a learned astrologer came to the house of a poor man and, seeing his distressed condition, questions him. The astrologer asked, "Why are you unhappy? Your father was very wealthy, but he did not disclose his wealth to you because he died elsewhere." Just as the words of the astrologer Sarvagn, Sarvagnya gave news of the poor man's treasure. The Vedic literature advised one about Krishna consciousness when one is inquisitive to know why he is in distressed material condition. By the words of the astrologer, the poor man's connection with the treasure was established. Similarly, the Vedic literature advises us that our real connection is with Sri Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Although being assured of his father's treasure, the poor man cannot acquire this treasure by such knowledge alone. Therefore, the astrologer, and to inform him of the means whereby he could actually find the treasure. The astrologer said, "The treasure is in this place, but if you dig towards the southern side, the wasps and drone will rise and you will not get your treasure." If you dig on the western side, there is a ghost who will create such a disturbance that your hand will not even touch the treasure. If you dig on the northern side, there is a big black snake that will cover you if you attempt to dig up the treasure. However, if you dig up a small quantity of dirt on the eastern side, your hands will immediately touch the pot of treasure. The revealed scriptures conclude that one should give up fruitive activities, speculative knowledge, and the mystic yoga system, and instead take to devotional service, by which Krishna can be fully satisfied. The Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna said, "My dear Uddhava, neither through Ashtanga Yoga, the mystic yoga system to control the senses, nor through impersonal monism or an analytical study of the absolute truth, nor through study of the Vedas, nor through austerities, charity, or acceptance of sannyasa can one satisfy me as much as by developing unallied devotional service unto me. Being very dear to the devotees and sadhu, I am attained through unflinching faith and devotional service. This bhakti yoga system, which gradually increases attachment for me, purifies even a human being born among dog eaters. That is to say, everyone can be elevated to the spiritual platform by the process of bhakti yoga. The conclusion is that devotional service is the only means for approaching the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This system is therefore called Abhideya. This is the verdicts of all revealed scriptures. When one actually becomes rich, he naturally enjoys all kinds of happiness. When one is actually in a happy mood, all distressful conditions go away by themselves. No extraneous endeavor is needed. Similarly, as a result of bhakti, one's dormant love for Krishna awakens when one is so situated that he can taste the association of Lord Krishna, material existence, the repetition of birth and death comes to an end. The goal of love of Godhead is not become materially rich or free from material bondage. The real goal is to be situated in devotional service to the Lord and to enjoy transcendental bliss. In the Vedic literature, Krishna is the eternal point of attraction, and his service is our activity to attain the platform of love of Krishna is life's ultimate goal. Therefore, Krishna's service and love of Krishna are the three great riches of life. In all revealed scriptures, beginning with the Vedas, the central point of attraction is Krishna. When complete knowledge of him is realized, the bondage of Maya, the illusory energy, is automatically broken. There are many types of Vedic literature and supplementary Puranas. In each of them, there are particular demigods who are spoken of as the chief demigods. This is just to create an illusion for moving and non-moving living. Living entity, let them perpetually engaged in suchi imaginations. However, when one analytically study all these Vedic literatures collectively, he comes to the conclusion that Lord Vishnu is the one and only Supreme Personality of Godhead. When one accepts the Vedic literature by interpretation or even by dictionary meaning directly or indirectly, the ultimate directly of Vedic knowledge points to Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna said, "What is the purpose of all Vedic literatures? On whom do they focus? Who is the object of all speculation outside of me? No one can know these things. Now you should know that all these activities are aimed at ordaining and setting forth me. The purpose of the Vedic literatures is to know me by different speculations. Either by indirect understanding or by uh, dictionary understanding, everyone is speculating about me. The essence of all Vedic literatures is to distinguish me from Maya by considering the illusory energy. One comes to the platform of understanding me. In this way, one becomes free from speculation about the Vedas and comes to me as the conclusion. And thus one is satisfied. The transcendental form of Lord Krishna is unlimited and also has unlimited opulence. He possesses the eternal potency, external potency, and marginal potency. The material and the spiritual world are transformations of Krishna, external and eternal potencies, respectively. Therefore, Krishna is the original source of both the material and the spiritual manifestations. The 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam revealed the 10th object, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who who is the shelter of all surrendered souls. He is known as Sri Krishna, and he is the ultimate source of all the universes. Let me offer my obeisances unto him. O Sanatana, please hear about the eternal form of Lord Krishna. He is the absolute truth, devoid of duality, but present in Vrindavana as the son of Nanda Maharaja. Hare Krishna. I will stop.